This video is about that little 3/16 ball bearing inside here that seems to come out easy on some of the Bridgeport quill feeds, and then on others it's just a nightmare to get out. I finally got to a point where I had no other choice but to try and drill it out. So what I'm doing here is I'm making a guide screw with the 5/16 24 bolt. I drilled a 1/8 inch hole through the bolt as close to center as possible. I was off a little bit, but it really didn't matter that much. Then I took the time to use a deburring tool to make a little seat for the ball to sit in when I tighten it. And here I'm just running the bolt in by hand, and then I'm gonna run it until it stops, and then I'll get an adjustable wrench and snug it just a little bit. And then you're gonna need a hand drill, and I recommend a 1/8 inch drill bit with a carbide tip end on it. Now that we're drilling, you can see that the bolt actually does two things. It's holding the drill bit in center, but it's also putting pressure against the ball, so the ball can't spin, it can't move. It really leaves the drill bit end with no choice but to drill through the ball. And this is the part where a lot of people are going to tell you that you can't drill through a ball bearing because it's too hard. And yes, it is really hard, but it's not harder than carbide. So all you really need is a setup that is rigid and tight, and that's what the bolt does right here. And once the metal starts coming out real easy, that means you're in the middle of the ball. So the middle of the ball seems to drill a lot easier than the outside. So we'll take it apart, and now you can see all the material that got taken out of the ball. And there might be a little bit of burr left over from the drill, but I didn't need to deburr mine. It was thin enough where I was able to slide it off with no problem. And even at this point, I really struggled to get that ball out. So that showed me it wasn't ever gonna come out. I had to really fight to get it out. And once I finally did get it out, I used like a punch and I kind of got it in there and twisted it just the right way. But once I finally got it out, it felt really good because a lot of people were telling me that I couldn't drill. You can see on the other side, you can see those were attempts I used a carbide burr bit to try and grind it out. That didn't work though because it spins too fast. This is really the best way to do it.